Alright guys, it's round two. I got a few more questions. Not that many, not as much as last time, but I want to get these, keep these videos as short as possible to make sure they upload more quickly. So, I'm gonna go ahead and ask those now. So let's see what I got. Okay. So this one is from Triple X Johnny B. What kind of guys do you go for, and what sort of guys go for you? What kind of guy I go for really varies. I definitely tend to like guys with beards. And in a perfect world, I don't know, maybe I would go for a guy that looks like the guys every blog. Often, I mean, I would talk to guys who look like that, but just for me, what comes first is definitely just a handsome face. A handsome face, a good smile. Um, Obviously, in a bit of good shape is not, I wouldn't say super important, but it's nice if it's there. It's just something I like personally. Um, but it really just depends on the guy. I've dated guys of all shapes and sizes. So it's all based on just what I find attractive, and it really all varies. I don't really like to pigeonhole myself and say I have a type, because I think out of the guys that I would say are my type, typically probably only two of the guys I've dated I would say are the type that I would go for. But the rest of them just out of nowhere were guys that I did find attractive, and if it didn't work out, it was for other reasons. Usually, personality wise, I can be a lot to deal with a lot of the time. So, and I expect a lot of guys that I'm dating. So, before I try to do anything serious, I want to make sure it works out. So yeah, no specific type. Just whoever I happen to find attractive is who I go for. As far as guys who go for me, I really don't know. I mean, I've been hit on by all sorts of guys. I don't really. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people like typically 90% of the time if a guy's hitting on me, I'm usually not interested. But no specific niche. I've been hit on by older guys, younger guys, bears, cubs, twinks, everything you think of. And I mean, like I said, Evan was actually one of the first guys that had ever approached me that I actually felt attracted to. So, I guess yeah. I mean, they just vary in the same way that the types of guys I tend to go for vary too. So I hope that answered that. Next is from Mr. J Wonderful. He says, first, let me just say that you're the fucking cutest, sexiest, most thing on God's green earth. But thanks. I'm not, but thank you. Secondly, your blog is perfection. But anyway, I just wanted to ask you, how are you? I noticed, I believe, a week ago that you were having some relationship issues, and a lot of dumb anons were attacking your ask box. So how have things been since then? P.S. It would be awesome if you followed me. I don't know if you already do. I don't think I followed you just yet, but I will. I'm fine. Evan and I are doing well. You know, it's still a pretty fresh relationship, and we are trying to work things to how they will keep us both happy. We tend to be very happy when we're together, but we do have very similar personalities. We are handfuls, and we are both very. We both have really big senses of humor, and we're both really witty, and it's hard not to kind of annoy each other and come off as mocking toward one another. We're both very opinionated, and I think that's what we struggle with the most is our similarities. But I think for the most part we respect them, and yeah, I mean, it's what it is for now. I'm not gonna think on it too much. As far as the anons who give me anon hate, I always say this: I really don't care. I mean, it happens. These are people that have nothing better to do. And if I ever do answer them and put them on here, believe me, I put probably about 1% of the anon hate that I get on here. And that's because the ones that I do tend to post usually kind of really, those are the few that do bug me. Not so much for me, but I mean, these people, I don't know how they go about sending anon hate, since I've seen some people get the exact same message word for word. So I really don't want, I kind of want to do it so that if people did get the same message, they can just see that there was just somebody trolling them. And because some of the things they say are really horrible, and if they can see that it's really just somebody trying to get a rise out of you and sending the same message to other people, I want people to kind of just somebody who might be a little more sensitive to that kind of attack, I want them to know that it's just somebody being an asshole, and they're fine. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, I'm doing really well. Since then, I've been okay. Um, but my moods tend to go from like 0 to like in a good mood. But lately, I've been great. So thank you for asking. I'm doing great. So yeah, I will be sure to follow you. Okay, so next one is as anonymous. It says, "Excuse me, but you can like not be that attractive. You're ruining my life. You're very sweet. I am not doing it on purpose. I promise. I don't know. I'm really somewhat new to getting all these compliments from complete strangers. It's kind of fucked up, but growing up, whenever your friends and family give you compliments like these, you don't tend to believe them because you think they're just being nice. But I definitely have to thank Tumblr for a lot of the confidence I've gained on my appearance. I mean, I never thought I was hideous per se, but definitely it's helped me come kind of just get a little more confidence in terms of that. Just hearing it from random people tends to help for some reason, and we're all like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and definitely, I mean, I wouldn't recommend people go out and seek that validation. But if people give it to you, I mean, don't say no. I mean, it would be crazy not to. But yeah, thank you. All of these always make me feel so much better. Because for every anon message I get, anon hate message I get, I usually tend to get like 10 really nice ones. So thank you. And lastly, from Writing the Way Out, do you have a favorite book? If so, what? What's 5 ways to guarantee a smile from you? This is a very nice ask. I do have many favorite books, but my favorite book is Nausea by Jean-Paul Sartre. It's an existentialist novel, and people tend to find it funny because that's based on getting to know me. Everybody usually tends to consider me an existentialist, and I'm okay with that. It's along with Nietzsche, they just are they're the foundation of a lot of my belief systems, and yeah, it's anything like that. But by far, Nausea was my favorite out of any book that I've ever read. A lot of comedy books too. I'm looking this way because that's my bookshelf right there. Tina Fey's Bossy Pants was hilarious. I can't get enough of it. And Sarah Silverman's Bedwetter. In the latter years of my teenage times, whatever, they were two comedians that I took a lot of kind of material from, not material, and then just the way I handle myself and the way I saw a lot of the shittier things that I happen to see myself go through in other people. So comedic writers tend to also have a really big place in my heart. Let's see, 5 ways to guarantee a smile for me. Make a really inappropriate joke, and don't act like it's such a big deal. I love inappropriate humor. It's just I love it. I think that the way personally, and you don't have to agree with me, and we'll probably get some hate for it, but personally, I believe what people react to the most are usually things that tend to be true. So if we really want people that are, homophobes, racists, if we really want them to stop using those terms that make us so irate to hear them, we really just have to. I feel like we should just kind of laugh it off. The only reason I was never really too bothered by being bullied for being gay in school was just because I didn't really care. The best they could do is just tell me something that was the truth. I am gay. I do all those sexual acts they accused me of. I do them, and I can either let it bug me because it's the truth, or I can accept it. And once I did that, they really had nothing. So in the same way, if people want to make fun of my Mexican heritage or my Asian heritage, whatever they want to, I mean, some Mexicans are lazy, and if they think that's all of them, that's their stupid opinion. I mean, I know the direct opposite from from my family. I mean, they're all hardworking and they can have those ideas, and I'm not gonna be annoyed by them. What good does it do? They're gonna think that no matter what, whether you react poorly or you accept it, they're gonna be the idiots are out there. So by all means, make those inappropriate jokes to me because I will always laugh. What else? What else makes me smile? A good comeback. witty people tend to be my favorite kind of people. Um, they are probably 90% of my friends I would say are the witty type. If I say something stupid, call me out on it, make me laugh, and I will do the same in return. Um, Nothing that puts a smile on my face is when I make somebody smile. I love making people laugh, and I get a kick out of it, and it's one of the things that you get from being a good close friend of mine is that I will typically always try to make you laugh, to the point where I tend to annoy people how much I make them laugh. So there's that. 5 way. Another. That was what 3 ways. Another way. Show me a puppy. Any puppy. I love dogs. I love all animals really, but dogs hold a special place with me. So a dog. Give me a puppy. That'll make me smile forever. And lastly, I don't know. Put on a good TV show. Put on a classic episode of The Simpsons or some good Futurama or American Dad. That's a very Roger centric episode, and I'll be good. You'll keep me smiling the whole time. That was all 4 of those questions. I'm gonna check really quick to see if I've got anything else. I did not, so that's the end of that. Thanks for those other questions. Probably gonna get ready to go to the gym soon. Evan's a little late. We were supposed to go already, so we could catch American Horror Story. But this video ended up being even longer than the last one, so just give me some time for it to upload. And thanks again. Good night, guys.